why is it so important to have womb wellness?
Well, the answer to this question is so obvious that it escapes most people, especially since we've been suppressing this wisdom for so long in our society. So the womb is where we all come from. It's where we're formed. It's where we develop our body, and our spirit becomes embodied. And it's where our emotional well-being begins. And so the way we're conceived and what happens while we're being gestated and when we're born create a blueprint for our life. Okay. And so, for example, I often ask people, do you know for certain whether or not your mother had an orgasm during the sexual act in which you were conceived?
I don't think most people know that.
Most people don't know this.
I don't know that.
It's a taboo topic to even think about our mother's pleasure, or our mother's orgasmic pleasure. People don't even know or even want to think about whether or not their mother's having an orgasm in general. And yet we are designed for orgasm to be the beginning of life. And we're suppressing this in our psyches and in our society. We're suppressing this female orgasm as the beginning of life. And so we're suppressing life itself. And it's very self-destructive from the beginning. It's very self-destructive. And then from then on out, it's the same thing. And so as when we're developing in the womb, how in whatever ways our mother's pleasure and well-being is being thwarted or suppressed or unsupported or neglected, usually all of the above in one way or another, that's how much our life, the development of our life, is being thwarted, neglected, unsupported. All of those things. And this has been going on for many, many generations. And so we're inheriting that. And then on top of that, any stressful, traumatic circumstances that our mother or our parents might be in when we're developing in the womb and then throughout our childhood. And we learn that when we're in our mother's womb. So womb bearers learn that the womb is a stressful place. Everyone learns that the womb is a stressful place and where stress and pain is held. Because it's the one place in our body where we can hold something that keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and hold it in, right? And so we're also taught in our society to hold in our emotions, especially the painful and difficult ones. And so for those of us with wombs, the best place to hold in those difficult, painful emotions is the womb. And we're taught also not to support the natural releasing and process of the womb, which is a wonderful model for how to be with our emotions, that we build ourselves up and feel what's really going on and hold it for a moment to really understand what's going on, gather the wisdom, the nourishment from whatever emotion we're feeling, and then we release it, right? That's the whole menstrual cycle. But we're taught to hold it in. And this is why a lot of people have trouble with menstruation, why menstruation gets so stagnant, why we have menstrual cramps, why we have a whole host of painful, difficult menstrual symptoms. And most people start having those symptoms from the moment they start menstruating, because those patterns of holding things in, not being allowed to release, have started from the get-go. I'm creating a workbook about this called Herbal Womb Wisdom. And I just...
yes, I saw that you were.